to Crypto Insights, where we teach you about crypto. My name is Thomas and I'm the host of this channel. In this video, we will focus on Layer2DAO, which was recommended to me by one of my subscribers. So the Layer2DAO is basically an investment fund in Layer 2 options on Ethereum. If that all sounds like abracadabra, then just watch this video and I will explain it all thoroughly. So with all of that said, let's jump into this week's video. So this is the main webpage. It's Layer2DAO.org, investing in the future of the Layer 2 ecosystem. So Ethereum is a Layer 1 ecosystem, and Layer 2 ecosystems use the Ethereum blockchain to do their transactions. So the Layer 2 DAO is expanding the Ethereum Layer 2 ecosystem and investing in Layer 2 ecosystem projects. The DAO uses its treasury to invest in high-impact Layer 2 protocols and ecosystem plays, serving as a diversified venture fund for investors looking to gain exposure to the Layer 2 ecosystem growth. It also provides liquidity, depositing, and staking, perpetually reinvesting proceeds back into the DAO. So in basic English terms, what is the Layer 2 DAO? The Layer 2 DAO is basically a fund where you can have your own voting and where you can have an impact. So a fund is just holding companies in the real world as this DAO is holding Layer 2 protocols. When those Layer 2 protocols are doing well, the main token of Layer 2 DAO will increase the same way a fund increases when all the companies within the fund are doing well. So basically, Layer 2 DAO is just a fund where with voting rights, you can actually choose in what protocols it should invest in. So let's go to the strategy. If we go to the strategy, here is explained in an easier way. So at the early sales of the Layer 2 DAO, everything ends up in the treasury, which is the money they have available to spend on Layer 2 protocols they would like to invest in. So they can invest in the way of grants, so giving money to develop the protocol, into token swaps, so just buying the token of that Layer 2 protocol in the hope that it will go up in price, or with partner integrations. And below you can also see the voting. So that is the most important of a DAO, is the fact that you're able to vote on the protocol, that you can actually choose where they should invest in. So the Layer 2 DAO goals, I'll pick two of them, is becoming the largest DAO to invest in promoting Layer 2 ecosystem projects, and to increase awareness, promote, and drive TVL to Layer 2 ecosystem projects. So besides the fact that they want to be one of the biggest Layer 2 funds, they also want to create awareness and promote. So part of the money will also go into promotion. Then let's go to the roadmap. And if we look into the roadmap, we can see there's almost a box ticked in every single part of the roadmap, meaning that the roadmap is almost finishing and the project is almost fully live. What it's missing is to initiate the DAO governance. So they haven't really started initiating the fact that you can vote on the DAO protocols. They actually haven't invested in any projects yet. That's why it's still very early stage. The Layer 2 DAO tokens are still about to be listed on centralized exchanges. Currently, you can only get them through DeFi and DEXs. And start and facilitate a Layer 2 council consisting of representatives from leading Layer 2 networks. So they also want to create a group, a council, that are kind of like helping them and advising them on what Layer 2 protocols should be looked in and should be invested in. So when they can get that council together, that's obviously a big advantage for this protocol. Then let's go into investments. So here you can actually see all the criteria that they will apply on seeking what is a good Layer 2 solution that they are willing to invest in. I'm not going to go over all the numbers. I just picked 4 out of them to explain you further. So the number of users in need or affected by the potential project. So if you see Uber and you want to create a decentralized way of Uber and want to put the company Uber out of the game, then your potential is everyone using Uber right now and also in the future. So that is the potential of the project. Then 5, underlying developers, team, background, and potential ability to deliver. So if developers were part of a successful project, the same way as Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of Cardano, was part of Ethereum and now has a successful project Cardano, this can also happen for the developers of the current Layer 2 solutions. Then 7, the timeline and potential ROI to the treasury, meaning how fast can you earn back the money invested in this project. They don't want to have a very long time span. The compatibility values and visions with Layer 2 DAO. So if Layer 2 DAO becomes a project where they really want to invest in sustainable options, then obviously the protocols, the Layer 2 protocols that they are investing in should be sustainable as well. Then we look into the team. And what I noticed immediately is that the team is not really sharing their real names. And if you click on one of the team members, you will go to their Twitter page, which I assume then is the best way to represent them. And you can see that they're very much beginning. They don't have a lot of followers. And their leading advisor and the leading project manager has only 513 followers. So he's not very influential in the space. And that's something you should definitely take in consideration. High risk, high reward. So then we can get into the head of treasury, which only has 40 followers. So again, high risk, high reward, because the team doesn't really give anything and it doesn't show any experience. Then if we go to the Layer 2 DAO Twitter, we can see that they already have 27,000 followers. They have one message which had a lot of reaction, 19,000 reactions, 13,000 shares, and 13,000 likes. But then if we look to a more recent reaction from Twitter, we can see that they only got 39 likes, 14 reshares, and only 4 comments. So it seems like they promoted a lot out of one of the messages, but in real life, the engagement is not that great. Then we go and have a look into the tokenomics. So the project was launched in early February this year. It actually had a peak in July, so it got really hot. If we look at the total tokenomics, the total supply is 1 billion. The circulating supply is unknown. The ranking is unknown. And if we look at the markets, they're not available in a lot of markets, as we know, because it's still a very early stage project. So this is the end of my video. My conclusion is that this project is very early stage, that you will really have to take in consideration the risk that you're taking by investing now. Their goals are very high of becoming the biggest layer 2 investment fund, basically, the biggest layer 2 DAO. So the layer 2 DAO price prediction is fully depending on what projects that they're investing in and how those projects will be performing. And it's also very interesting that the layer 2 DAO is depending on the votes of the layer 2 DAO holders, and they don't have to verify that they are good investors. So also that can be a little bit risky. Let me know what you think. Maybe I've missed some information. Maybe you know more. And let me know if you are willing to invest in this project. And I hope to see you next week. Bye.